Hi, I'm Rosie, and I am a singer, artist, songwriter, and I'm here today with Buzz.
Met you in October, you talk sweet and a little slow, and I thought,
I actually didn't think so much about it that night. I believe it was September 13th, and way back then in 2020, I actually let my phone die all the time, and so I posted a TikTok, and I let my phone die, and I went on a really nice long walk with my friend Mackenzie, and 2 hours later, I was in Boston, and 2 hours later, I get back, and I was locked out of my apartment, and there was all this chaos, and I got like 30 text messages that were like, Rosie, you have to check TikTok. Rosie, you have to check TikTok. And I was like, I'm a little busy right now, like I'm trying to get into my apartment. But when I finally made it in, I opened my phone, and it was just having a massive moment, and I was blowing up, and my life seriously did a 180, a 360 really, within the span of a couple hours. And now we're here, and that was 2020. What's interesting is that the days leading up, I did like a challenge where day 1 of sharing my music till it gets some love, day 2, day 3. And so day 1, 2, 3 probably got 300, 400 views, which, by the way, perfectly valid amount. And if that's what you're getting, keep on going. That's incredible. Day 4, I got 6,000 views, I believe. And again, if that's what you're getting right now, keep going because that's incredible. And then day 5 hit of the challenge, and that's when I got the 17 million. So in terms of how the algorithm was going, I don't know how it was working, but I know that once Never the One happened, the algorithm just completely took over and picked up my account, and I just kind of just grew from there. Yeah.
met you in October, you talk sweet and a little slow, and I thought, you're it.
Never the One is an interesting song because we, and by we, I mean Mateo, who's my manager and my brother, we weren't so pumped about that one. We really weren't. We felt like it was a little too complicated, that maybe it wasn't so catchy. And so when deciding to post it as my day 5 of my challenge, it was simply because I had written like 100 songs that summer, and that was just, I picked it out of the vault and I said, okay, today I'm going to do that one. And then I posted that one, but we had an idea that it might do well because of the numbers counting from 10 back to 1, but I never thought, I can't speak for Mateo, but I personally never thought that would be the song that would like catapult my career, you know? I'm very blessed to have a incredible label, an incredible supportive team, incredible supportive fans. They don't put pressure on me. If anything, they encourage me. And then I come in with all of the pressure. So having a label, having a publisher, having publicists, fans, friends, family, etc., they have all been pillars for me, really. And I have been the one applying the pressure. But we're working on it. We are working on it. I believe that everything applies to the 10,000 hour rule. I mean, it was one night of virality that got me to this point, but I had been writing for hundreds of hours all summer long and since I was 12, right? So like the virality, the viral moment was overnight, but I believe nothing is overnight, and most everything comes from a combination of hard work and good luck. And that night it just happened to perfectly collide, and that's how the moment happened.
You ruined all my favorite songs for me. You ruined all my favorite movies. No, I shouldn't let you get to me, but I do, and it's exhausting.
There will always be songs that I don't put out. That's just the kind of writer I am. And because I'm also a songwriter for others, I have a lot of songs that I also write for others. So automatically, there are always going to be songs that I never put out. And it used to be that the ratio was a lot lower. So like I'd write 10 songs and one of those would come out. Or for example, the summer of 2020, I wrote 100 songs and 7 of those came out. Now that I'm touring and writing for others and my life is a little bit busier, the ratio has gone down a bit. So maybe for every 3 songs, one of them comes out. or every 2 songs, one of them comes out. But how I gauge if a song comes out or not, half of it's pretty spiritual and emotional, and it's just a question of how does the song make me feel when I listen to it, and half of it I say is advice driven. So like I send it to the people I trust, like my brother or my label, my A&Rs, my close friends, say, hey, like, what do you think? Because I know that those are the people that know me best. And so if there's like a general consensus, that's usually how I know. That's how I know it's time to put it out. I create music first. When I first create it, I create it to heal something within me, and then once I put it out in the world, I'm doing it to hopefully heal someone else. And so I really try not to go to the place of like, oh, does this person know it's about them, or like, have they heard it or added to their playlist? I try to just think, okay, I wrote it to heal for me, and I'm putting it out into the world to hopefully heal others. And I usually try to like stop the thought there, you know what I mean? I currently am on the 10th date of my first headline tour, the Healing Tour, and I have one more, and it's my hometown show in New York. And I'm really wrapping up a lot right now. So I'm wrapping up this tour. I'm wrapping up all of the prep for the 5 Songs for Healing, and it's coming out the 23rd. I'm wrapping up kind of this stage of writing and this era of healing. I mean, I will always be in my healing era, but I'm really starting to think about what's next and what this summer is going to bring for me. And so just these next couple weeks are going to be a lot of firsts and a lot of settling down and like really, you know, like finishing strong, I guess is the word I would use. So we're finishing the Healing Tour, finishing prep for the EP. I have my first ever TV appearance debut on Good Day New York, and I have my first C100 Dunkin' Lounge. So there's a lot of lasts and a lot of firsts, but I'm excited to experience all the lasts and all the firsts. My team and I, we didn't have a definite number on, you know, how many songs were going to be on this project. We didn't even know what it was going to be about or what it was called, but it became apparent maybe like a year. It became apparent about a year ago that what I was going through was this healing journey. And it just so happened that I wrote these 5 songs that really connected to different versions of healing within my life. That it could have been 10, it could have been 20, but these were the 5 that I really identified. And I would rather put out 5 that I feel so strong about than, you know, like 10 or 20, etc. But again, I think these 5, the reason these 5 are the 5 is because each one really represents a different stage of my healing process. And I believe that a lot of them are relatable and hopefully that, you know, some type of healing process, stage, etc., that other people can relate to as well. You should buy this record because I guarantee you it'll evoke some sort of emotion. And the first step to healing is feeling your emotions. I always say that so much of being an artist is paying it forward, and there's very little instant gratification. But I feel like when you're on stage and you're singing and you're watching people respond right in front of you, that to me is really the only time that you receive instant gratification, because you know that what you're doing is making a difference, and you know that what you're doing is helping people, and you know that the fans are there and they're showing up. So I can't imagine a day where I'm performing in front of people who know my lyrics and being anything but so grateful. So over the last couple months, I have been releasing songs that are related to this EP, and now the official EP with the official focus track comes out Friday. So the song before was called Potential, and that's all about falling for the idea of someone versus falling for who they actually are. And I Should Just Go to Bed, which is the feature single, really focuses on learning to listen to my gut again and knowing when it's time to just go to bed. You know, like there's always that time of night where it's like, should I do something silly or should I just go to bed? And so for me, all that work was gut work. I had to work on listening to my gut and listening to my inner knowing. And so that's what I Should Just Go to Bed is about. And I think that's a lot of what the whole EP is about, 5 Songs for Healing, because it's just about healing my relationship with myself, with my mind, with my body, healing my relationship to love and to loss and to friendship. You know, it's just an overall healing of the metaphorical wounds. And I think these 2 past singles definitely, hopefully, reflect that. I have this with my mom because my mother is my Wonder Woman, and we have matching, and all my tattoos have symbolism, but this specifically, I'm glad you brought up this one because this is my most special one to date, and I plan on getting more tattoos with my mom, because why not, you know, why not? Yes, she beat cancer twice, and after the first time we got this, and then when she beat it again, we were like, okay, we gotta get another tattoo, so we're gonna have to get another one, which is why I said I'm gonna keep getting them, you know, like the more she conquers this and the more she beats incredible, you know, odds and whatever, the more tattoos we get. It's just kind of the way it works. Yeah, so you can find me pretty much anywhere on any social media platform at Rosie Music with 2 C's. So it's just ROSIE and then MUSICC. My website's Rosie Music Official on Spotify, and my artist name is just Rosie in all caps. And if you want to find me in person, I'm most likely outside somewhere or at the gym or in a studio. You'll probably find me. Hi, my name is Rosie, and you've just been buzzed.